the Eagles, I think this will definitely be a great matchup. I think with the Eagles and Niners, they're kind of similar teams, I would say. Like they both have really stout defenses, both can run the ball. Both are like top in the league in terms of like turnover differential. I think for the key thing for this game is, quarterback play and coaching overall in game planning. Purdy just does not make mistakes. I think that's been his big thing. Jalen Hurts, we think we've talked about it before where the Eagles, they, when he's playing, they're a different team because he can make some plays both on his legs. He definitely has the wide receivers and the offensive line, and even some running back help there with Miles Sanders and Scott. So, these are probably two of the most like overall complete teams, just with really great defenses. So definitely like this matchup that, I definitely called for this matchup for the NFC Championship. But I am going to stick to my pick with the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, I think, is the key differentiator here. Really like what I saw from him, in the regular season, and even the playoffs too. And then also that defensive line. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's getting talked enough. 70 sacks this season. I think the record was the 84 Bears, I believe, or 85 Bears, with 72, and that was with a 17 game season. So this being 18. But yeah, they had 15 more sacks than any other team in the NFL. So the Niners, they're definitely have a good pass rush there with Bosa and such. So, but I just believe in this Eagles defense. I think they are not getting it as much appreciation from the media that I think they really deserve. And a lot of that has to do with the sacks that they're generating, that pass rush, as well as their secondary play with Bradbury and Slay. Like those two cornerbacks this season, probably like one of the best combos out there. So, as much as I guess I like to, maybe cheer for the Niners, I'm going to have to pick with the Eagles here. So, but yeah, what do you think, Pat?
I don't know. That was a pretty good breakdown. I feel like I was going right into the quarterback play when I just look at both teams because they are really fearsome on their D lines. I think they lead with their defense as great as, Philly's offense has been all year with Jalen Hurts. It's just like, I think about their defenses first when I think about both teams. And the only thing I would say that I felt was a little bit different was that in this game, and it's not his fault at all because he's not even played a full season in the NFL, but like Brock Purdy came off to me a little bit more as like a game manager against the Cowboys. I wasn't seeing, he didn't pass for any touchdowns. He didn't make any mistakes really. But in the same sense, like, was he a game changer? Was he, a true factor in that game? Or was he more or less just like dishing it to his like killer weapons, like all game? And like when you have McCaffrey, Kittles, Debo, like you can't get like a better trio of playmakers than that on the offensive side. So, at this point, we've got 4 teams left. So it's kind of like these are the teams that I wanted to see in it for the most part. We'll talk a little bit later about the AFC, but no, just for this game, I feel like these two teams match up so well on both sides of the ball. I just look at kind of like the quarterback play, and Jalen Hurts, really look comfortable, calm for somebody who, hasn't had a lot of experience in the playoffs, hasn't had a lot of experience in the NFL for that matter, but truly looked like an MVP with his legs, with his arm. He made no mistakes as well. And, like you're saying, that defense is just suffocating. You've got, Josh Sweat and Hassan Reddick, Brandon Graham, Javon Hargrave. And it's like, even their backups are like, pushing on like, I don't want to say Hall of Fame stats, but like a lot of all pro type guys. I mean, like Linval Joseph and, Ndamukong Suh and Robert Quinn, hey, like just hanging out there like the Bears, single season sack, king. So it's kind of like, they just go so deep, and even like CJ Gardner-Johnson just being back as a safety is huge for their secondary. So it's like, man, they just have, just so much going on both sides, and they're going to be at home, and, they just crushed the Giants. That wasn't even like remotely close. I mean, I think everybody wanted to turn it off in like the second quarter. So I think with that, I feel like, you did a really good job at setting up. That's kind of like, I guess, my takeaway.
Well, thank you. I don't know if there's anything else to say about that. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, it's like I want to see Brock Purdy succeed. I think he's got a good future. It'll definitely be, I think, an interesting situation that they have next season, right? I think there's gonna be a lot of fun there. With like, do we go the talented Trey Lance, who has had glimpses here and there, but like nothing like with what Brock Purdy's done actually. So which is kind of astonishing. But yeah, this is the playoffs, man. You're going against the best teams out here. The coaching there, it's going to be intense. So that being said, it's like if Purdy can make a couple plays here and there, if Kittle can break one or Debo can break one, McCaffrey, again, they have so many weapons there. If they can just break, a couple big plays here and there, this could be an interesting game if they can, create turnovers. Again, these are two of the best turnover differential teams. If the Niners can win that battle, then they can definitely compete in this game for sure. But yeah, like we've all been saying, this pass rush team, man, it's amazing here. Robert Quinn, he broke the Bears single season sack record last year, and it's back up. So
yeah. No, it's just crazy. And like, maybe we should not be so agreeable. Maybe we should be more like Skip and Shannon. I think they're probably getting the most eyeballs out there in sports right now with all their antics and stuff. But no, just generally, I think we're both pretty much in agreement here. Eagles will beat the Niners. I expect it to be a competitive game too. I don't see any sort of landslides here.